The kingdom of Eldoria whispered of a prophecy. A tale so dark that even the queen dared not speak of it aloud. Snow White was never meant to be just a princess. From the moment she was born, the blood moon had marked her. A curse lay dormant within her veins, waiting for the night when the sky would turn red, and she would awaken into something far worse than a sleeping beauty. The queen had known. She had always known. That was why she had to stop it. The night of the blood moon was near. The sky had already begun to darken, the air thick with an unnatural silence. The queen stood before Snow White, holding a single, gleaming red apple. "You must trust me," the queen whispered, offering the fruit. Snow White hesitated. She had been warned against her stepmother's jealousy, but as she gazed into the queen's eyes, she saw something she did not expect. Not hatred. Not cruelty. But fear. A cold shiver ran through her as she reached out and took a bite. The effect was instant. The queen exhaled, shoulders trembling. She turned away from the fallen princess, murmuring to herself, "She sleeps now, and the monster sleeps with her." The dwarfs had thought they were saving her. They laid Snow White in a crystal coffin, mourning her as a victim of the queen's cruelty. Days passed. Then weeks. Then, the blood moon rose. A deep crack echoed through the forest. The crystal splintered. From the darkness, creatures emerged. Their eyes gleamed red, their bodies shifting unnaturally, drawn to the presence of their new queen. Snow White staggered forward, her head pounding. Her fingers twitched as she fought the overwhelming urge to join them. But deep inside, the girl she once was screamed. This isn't me," she gasped. A voice inside her whispered. The queen was waiting. She stood atop the castle balcony, staring down as the creatures loomed behind Snow White. "You should have let me sleep," Snow White whispered, her voice laced with something not entirely human. The queen did not flinch. "I was trying to protect you." Snow White's claws curled inward. "From what?" The queen sighed, stepping forward. "From yourself." A sharp pain shot through Snow White's chest. The monster inside her wanted control. She could feel the hunger rising, the whispers growing louder. She had to fight it. Prince Auric stood at the gates, eyes filled with desperation. He had heard the prophecy, had feared the worst. But he refused to believe that the girl he loved was gone. He reached for her. "You are more than this curse." Snow White's breath came fast and uneven. The creatures behind her snarled, waiting for their queen's command. The hunger was unbearable. The power was intoxicating. But she was still Snow White. She clenched her fists, forcing back the beast inside her. Then, she turned to the creatures. "Go." The air trembled. The creatures hesitated. And one by one, they vanished into the shadows. The queen exhaled, relief washing over her face. For the first time, she looked at Snow White not as a threat, but as a queen. Snow White straightened, her red eyes slowly fading back to brown. She was changed, forever marked by the curse. But she was in control. For now. As the blood moon dipped below the horizon, she looked out at her kingdom, knowing one thing for certain, she would never be an ordinary princess again. She was something more. Something powerful. Something legendary.